Let's do it.
All right, so without further ado, let's get into Colin's toy
You can sit down. I'm just thinking.
Okay, yeah.
toy time machine. So Colin and Charlie, go ahead and take it on.
Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Toy Time Machine. We have a very special episode here for you today. We have very special guest Charlie. Thank you so much for coming here. He has brought his collection of Dominoes. So, what are you building today, Charlie?
I'm going to build the chalk logo out of Dominoes, and it's going to be 422 Dominoes.
422 Dominoes. Oh my goodness. Well, we already got it you're halfway there already.
Yes.
And you can kind of see we got the little eyes right there, the little Choco Bear creeping up. So, you have a YouTube channel where you build Dominoes. Talk about that.
Well, my YouTube channel is called Domino Master, and I post all of the Domino videos that I've done, and...
Do you know how many videos you've done so far?
18.
18 videos of Dominoes. Wow. So let's talk briefly about your history with Dominoes, because what you've got prepped here is really awesome. So just how did you get introduced to Dominoes, and what have they meant to your childhood so far?
Well, 2 years ago, I was on YouTube and I searched up some fun things to do when you're bored. So I found a Domino video about Dominoes, and I watched that and I really liked it. So then I found some Jenga and I started with those, and then I found the game that a lot of people know called Mexican Train Dominoes, and I used those to make setups like this. And then I got really far, and for my birthday I got 3,000 Dominoes.
Oh my gosh.
So ever since that day,
3,000. Oh my goodness. All right, well, so you have a sister here, that's correct? Yeah, you want to say hi to her?
Hi, Lori. I hope you're feeling better.
All right. So you're going to finish building this right here on the show right now, and then at the end of it, we're going to have the glorious moment of knocking it down.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of Dominoes is once you build them, you knock them down and watch them create art.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so you want to get going with this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Here, so you got your boxes of Dominoes back here.
Yes.
And then you have created these insanely cool tools out of Legos. Now, last week, if you watched Toy Time Machine, we talked about Legos and we built Legos on the show. What have you done with... I've never seen anybody use Legos in this way. Talk about what you did with these.
Well, I started making... I found a YouTube video about how to make templates out of Legos. So I watched that video and I learned how to make them. So I made this one, and this one can make lines on this side, and it can make walls and other structures like that on this side. And then this one does a really cool trick called Sonomod, which is the word dominoes spelled backwards. So what you do is you can get a few dominoes and put them in.
Oh, I got that.
When you have a line, it falls like that. So, yeah.
It's very neat. So, it speeds up the process.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because with some things that you can make, you can do freehand, which means you can just line them up with your hand and hopefully it'll line up correctly. Or you can use the template, like I've done for this Choco Bear that I'm almost done with, and in using the template you can space them out perfectly and evenly, and there will be not really a lot of mistakes if you put them together. So yeah, that's how you use the template.
That's so incredible. All right, so you've got your boxes of Dominoes here in various colors to finish the Lego. So what is your next step now that you're halfway finishing the logo? what are you gonna do next? How are you gonna finish this thing?
Well, in order to do that, I first had my dad help me print out this paper, which is the Choco Bear, and it'll tell me how many dominoes I need. So I counted them all up, and I went onto Microsoft Excel, and I made a paper that's called a field protocol, and that way you can know how many dominoes you need, and you just look at this, and then you can tell how many dominoes you need.
So cool. All right, so let's finish this thing. What can I do to help? Because I don't know if you've noticed, we are being very careful around this table.
We're being very careful.
Because like working with dominoes is like working with like a ticking bomb, because one little nudge of the table and the whole thing just crashes down, and then you have to start all over again. So we're just trying to be very careful around here. I'm gonna try and let Charlie do everything he can. I'm gonna try and just not interfere. I want to help out as best I can, but I really don't want to mess this up. So what can I do to help you? Can I hand you dominoes? What can I do, Charlie?
Yeah, you can read the lines starting with 12, and then you can grab the dominoes.
Okay, so like for line 12, you need 10 blue, 3
Yeah.
white, 6 black.
Yeah.
And then another row. Okay. Yeah. I'll start gathering those materials.
Okay. Got some blue already.
Okay, I'll start getting. I have the 3 whites. Here's your 3 white there.
And then when you're done with the line, you can just cross it out with the
I see.
See, and after you put the dominoes into the template, you can just slide them in to be set up, and line them up,
Wow.
and pull them out.
Yeah, that's like 13 at a time. You just did.
Yes, 13 at a time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So otherwise, so here's the black ones, and then you need an additional white. There you go. And if this is your first time tuning into Toy Time Machine, what we do basically on the show, we each week we bring in a different toy that means a lot to us. So last week was Legos, and we just hang around with them. So this week we're talking about dominoes. Charlie showed up with all his dominoes today. Is that it for that row? We're moving on to the next row?
Yep.
13. All right, I'll give you 10 blue. So if you have a toy that you really like and would like to share, feel free to bring it in. This show is on Thursdays. Every week I bring in a toy that I use. If you have a toy, feel free to bring it in. We can talk about it on the show and play with it. And yeah, because we all have different toys that we love playing with and that we will remember for the rest of our lives. I'm sure Charlie will have this skill forever, and it's incredible.
Shaky. Very good.
What's next? So you got 10 blue,
10 blue,
and then you 5 white.
5 whites.
There you go. And carefully cross off line 12. Oh my goodness.
13, I believe. Yeah. Oh, 13.
All right, so then after the 3 white, you need 6 black. Right? No, you need 4 black and 2 white. So you got, here's 4 black, and then here is 2 white. Oh. These are interesting that you have here. You have like these clear dominoes back here.
Yes.
Those are really cool. Almost like ice or crystal. All right, and then next, that was 2 white. So, are we one off?
Yeah, we're one over.
Let's see, it was 10 blue, 5 white, 4 black, and 2 white.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 blue, 5 white.
4 black, and is it just 1 white?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess so.
Okay, yeah. Guess I did it all wrong.
All right, so next, line 14, another 10 blue. There's a lot of blue here.
Yeah.
Well, Choco Bear, blue is his color, so
Yes.
do you expect it?
232 blue dominoes.
Oh my goodness. Do you know if there are like domino building competitions or anything like that? 'Cause I'm sure you're not the only one who like.
I think there
does
are
this.
competitions.
There's 10.
I'm not sure where they are, but I know that you can like join one, and you can compete like building dominoes, and like every year for VidCon for YouTubers, you can buy tickets, and when you go there, you can build with like a domino artist that you meet. So yeah, yeah, meet them. So.
All right, so then we need 4 more whites because we need 7 white in this row. So we need 4 more white. There's 1, 2, here's 3, 4. And then you need 3 black. Should that white one, that one above it at the end there, should that be black or white, do you think? Because that was the one we were kind of concerned about.
That was
like on the nose right
yeah,
there.
that's black.
Okay, so should we exchange that one out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
With a white one or black?
Black. White.
Oh yeah. It's like, it's scary working because I really don't want to mess this up.
No, you're good.
All right, line 15. 11 blue. Oh my goodness. All right.
Yes. 11 blue.
There you go. There's 4. All right. So yeah, another 4 there. There's 3 for 11. Alright, and then for white we need 4. Excellent. And then 5 black. There you go, 5 black. And that is it for line 15.
Okay. So we have 7 lines to go.
We got exactly 7 lines to go.
Okay.
And if you're just joining us, welcome to Toy Time Machine. Here we are with Charlie building the Choco Bear logo with Dominoes. And stay tuned because we're gonna knock this baby down. Yeah, another black?
Yeah.
Alright, so now line 16 you need 12 blue. I'm gonna give you 6 at a time.
Wow.
There you go, here's 6. Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
Charlie, do you enjoy math in school?
Yeah, I enjoy math.
It's like there's I'm assuming there's a lot of math involved in this too.
Yeah, there's a lot of math. You have to first like when you make the plans for this, you have to calculate how many dominoes you have total,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then you have first you have to know how many dominoes you have total, and then you have to figure out how many dominoes each thing you're gonna make takes up. So you make sure that you have enough dominoes. Otherwise, you can either buy more or you can put it into a smaller scale so you have enough.
Oh wow. Well, I'm sure you're making your math teacher proud right now.
Yeah.
With all this extra work you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so that's 12 blue. Next we need 4 white. There you go. And you need 2 black and then another 2 white. There you go. All right, and then that is it for line 16. 6 more to go. All right, now 17. 1 white. Yeah, 1 white and then 12 blue. Where it looks like we're getting into like the. How much blue? Oh, 12. Okay. There's 6 for you.